Hello from the breathtaking rainforest of Veracruz, Mexico.
We are so excited to be here, but before we go off exploring into the jungle, or showing you this super cool treehouse that we'll be staying in this week, or finding out why Catemaco is considered a highly magical place in Mexico, first we gotta show you the drive-in, because we almost didn't make it.
It was pretty scary.
In our last video, we were in Campeche, Mexico. From there, it's nearly a 10-hour drive to get to Catemaco, so we decided to break it into two parts with a stop in Villahermosa, Tabasco. On the way there, we drove through a few of Campeche's cute beach towns and a beautiful stretch of turquoise ocean on the Gulf of Mexico. Once we entered the state of Tabasco, we saw the aftermath of what we can only imagine were some really intense storms. The entire state was basically flooded. We also saw this giant mysterious fireball. No idea what that was. Next, we encountered one of our scariest driving experiences in Mexico. We pulled up to a traffic jam, which we didn't really know what was going on, except we kind of had an idea that it had to do with flooding, since somebody in Campeche warned us about that.
And there was also a sign that meant something about it being flooded.
After waiting for at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, we finally got to go and then encountered the craziest water-related road conditions that I in my life have ever experienced.
We drove through a flooded roadway for probably like a mile. Feel the water under.
Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad.
Oh, keep moving, please.
Please don't stop. Please don't stop.
There were a bunch of people with flags waving, showing us exactly where to go, because this is also a road filled with potholes. And at one point, we ran over a rock and it was dragging on the road. Oh, that was super stressful. What was worse, though, the wait, not knowing what it was, or actually going through it?
Going through it, because like when we're in it, we had no idea how long it was going to go, and it just kept going and going and going and going. We're just driving through this insanely deep water that it's almost like, how are they even letting cars go through that? Check this car out. That little tiny roller skate, that's not gonna make it, but they're still gonna let it go through, like. Anyway, we made it through. Hopefully there's no damage to the car, because this is not a submarine. It was not designed for that.
I bet we're the only hybrid who's driven through it all day.
Probably. But I gotta say, Tabasco, pick up your road game. By far the worst roads we've ever experienced were in Tabasco.
Like the moment we crossed the border, that's what I'm swerving all over, avoiding all the potholes.
And this is not the first time. When we were going from San Cristobal de las Casas to Villahermosa, and like the roads weave between the states, some of the biggest, most car-swallowing potholes that we've ever seen. Like, so much to the point that we didn't want to go back to San Cristobal again. We ended up we're skipping it this time around because we didn't want to drive on those roads because they're insane and horrible, but clearly we couldn't avoid everything.
Wow, what a backup here, though. We've been driving past this line of cars for
this whole time
4 or 5 minutes.
As we're talking and passing by all these cars, I noticed that there were some points where cars were next to each other and semis were next to each other too, stacked. And yet, the backup just continues.
Yeah.
After resting our very frazzled nerves for a few nights in Villahermosa, we hit the road for Lake Catemaco. The scenery on this drive was absolutely gorgeous, especially as we got farther into Veracruz. What we didn't realize when we started this drive, though, was how insane the roads would get as we got closer to Catemaco.
We are on the final stretch.
Yes, the final stretch of our drive, which is still going to be an hour, although it's only 26 kilometers until we get there. We are on some really, really crazy unpaved back roads that are filled with mud bogs, big mud puddles. There was one part where we're like fishtailing in the mud, sliding around, slipping and sliding in the mud.
But it's not just muddy too, it's also hilly. In some parts it's hilly and muddy. I'm actually really nervous about this.
Now we're driving over top of lots of shrubs. There's chickens crossing the road.
Why?
Why are you crossing?
We have about 23 kilometers to go and we're back on a nice road, thank goodness. That's one of the worst roads, if not the worst we've driven on in Mexico. Not because the road was so bad, but the mud just made it a really, really tough drive. We were fishtailing like crazy. And we just got brand new high quality Michelin tires on this baby. So that's with like tons of tread and we're fishtailing. Oh yeah. Man, that was stressful.
Oh, that was nerve-wracking. I'm so glad we're through it. Good job driving, babe. Laska continues to have her head outside of the window, And I feel like the soundtrack going on inside of her head is, I'm having the time of my life. I've never felt this way before. And I swear it is true.
There's some skinny street dogs in need of some food.
No.
Laska, get in the back.
You have a seat, I have a seat.
She's riding shotgun.
No, get
you're
out of
in
here.
the back.
Get in the back, Laska. Get back there. Oh, it feels so good outside.
Yeah, it does. We're up in the mountains now,
I don't feel a lot of humidity out here. What a relief. Oh.
which I'm super thankful for. I thought this was going to be closer to sea level and it was going to be really hot.
Well, we just tallied it up, and since leaving the state of Quintana Roo, we have now visited 5 total states, and I can safely say that this is Laska's favorite drive that we've made since then, because she's gotten to stick her head out of the window the whole time, and now it's a nice cool breeze with a beautiful, beautiful view. I can't get over this. Like, the scenery around here, this part of the country is just phenomenal, phenomenally gorgeous.
Who knew? Well, some people knew, but who knew Veracruz had this? Wow.
This is a huge contrast to what we saw at Veracruz before when we went to Heroica Veracruz, which, if you remember, the video that we made there was not our favorite place that we've been in Mexico, and definitely not as pretty as this. I feel like it's so rare to see this much beautiful, untouched land anywhere.
We haven't showed you even close to the worst of the road. It seems like they piled up a bunch of rocks to build this road and then just laid dirt over them. And now a bunch of these rocks are being revealed, and I've scraped the bottom of the car so hard repeatedly. Now I think I'm hearing rattling that wasn't there before.
Make it stop. Ah, I felt that one in my feet. Great, just great. We just got our first glimpse of Lake Catemaco. It's way bigger than I was expecting it, and it's so beautiful. I can't wait to see it up close. We're passing by all of these baby waterfalls, these cascaditas flowing down the side of the mountain, and with views of the lake and all this lush greenery around us. I'm pretty sure we're in paradise, and if you read the fine print though, they do say that you have to destroy your car in order to get there. So really, when we checked off the I agree to these terms and conditions, we should have just read through the whole thing. We are 750 meters away, 2 minutes from our destination, and here we have a tiny lake.
A nice stream flowing through the road.
So we got to turn back, basically. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're gonna ford the river. Remember that from Oregon Trail?
So I'm gonna get out and see how it goes. Here comes the Tangerine Mobile. Here we go. Okay. We made it! And actually, I think that was the much needed bath that the whole underside of the car needed.
Shit, this is our road?
No,
geez.
no.
Momentum is the key. Momentum and grip.
I'm so scared right now.
Oh shit. I'm losing grip.
Okay,
I'm losing grip.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost there. You got it.
Ooh. I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack.
Same.
When I felt it lose grip, I was picturing us rolling all the way back, or like sliding back.
I'm trying to keep my cool to help you keep your cool. It's just like, oh, but man, I've never been so happy to reach a destination by driving. Somebody's excited.
Today, we have our Airbnb host's uncle taking us up to one of the nature reserves where there's tons of waterfalls and exotic birds and all kinds of cool things.
This is some of the most beautiful scenery I have ever seen in my entire life, with sweeping hills, these mountains that are covered in trees and plants. We've got little tiny waterfalls coming down. Ooh, excited.
For 200 pesos, we have a guide for the day, and he's pointing out all the things we can eat, all the plants we shouldn't touch, different animals.
Joining us now is the friendly jungle dog named Rojo. We are officially heading into the nature reserve. We are getting into thicker and thicker jungle now. This is the most rainforest experience I've ever had. I'm so happy right now to be around all this nature, literally hundreds and hundreds of plant varieties. And if we can survive the mosquitoes, we'll be in good shape. We're going over this bridge now that's going over top of the water. Oh my gosh, I'm practically speechless.
Look at these crazy tree roots, skinny but tall. Never seen anything like it.
We're getting up to our first waterfall.
Oh, this is awesome.
We were told this is just the first waterfall on this expedition, and it's called Cascada Arcoiris, Rainbow Waterfall, because at a certain time of day, when the sun shines through it, you can see a beautiful rainbow. But rainbow or not, this is amazing. This is fantastic. And I could just sit here all day just soaking up the wondrousness of this, this waterfall. Here's where we say goodbye to our dry shoes. These are really slippery rocks. Apparently this water is so fresh and so pure because it's coming from the mountains. It's manantial, or spring water, that you can just drink it right out of the mountain, which I've never done before, but our guide says it's safe, so okay, here we go. Oh, that tastes really good.
You know those expensive bottles of water you buy in the store? That's where it comes from.
Oh my gosh, I'm just like exploding with excitement and bliss. This is totally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to drink spring water like off of a mountain, surrounded by all this nature. There's literally nobody around here, but hundreds or maybe even thousands of varieties of plants. Our tour guide, our other tour guide, Rojo, and just the sounds of the water, the sounds of these waterfalls, which are just everywhere. We hope to continue showing you more things exactly like this as we travel across Mexico. So if you want to join us on our journeys, hit that subscribe button. Another waterfall!
So this right here, it looks like rock. It's really hard. But Pipi, our guide, was saying this is actually red mud that they use to make those cantaritos you see all over Mexico. And it's the same mud they use to make dogs like Rojo.
No. Pretty sure what they use to make dogs like Rojo is like clouds and marshmallows and happiness. Pipi is a great caretaker of this trail. He's always pushing off branches, and in this case chopping down a branch so that we can pass. Now we've come to a portion of this hike where there are these roaring falls with this river, but it's pretty deep, so we're going to get wet, very wet. These massive rocks that we just that we just walked up to. Sometimes I try to speak my native language. These are called prismas, prisms, because they look like big, long prisms, or kind of like books stacked on a shelf. And Theo Pipi was saying there's only 2 spots in this whole nature reserve where you can find them.
I'm really curious to know how these form. This is insane.
Hey, look how tall they are too. Wow. We're so very glad to have a guide for a number of reasons, but one is pointing out a tree like this with all these spines on it, which apparently are pretty dangerous and poisonous, if I understand correctly.
And here's the fruit from it, and Pipi was saying, although there's tons of spines on the outside, if you get in it, it tastes kind of like a coconut.
We have finally arrived to the biggest, or at least the most powerful sounding waterfall on this hike. And this is called Cascada de Prismas because this is the second place that has these prism looking rocks. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful, and I think vamos a nadar. Just like after going to a cenote, I feel so refreshed and, I don't know, like cleansed of all my sins and all my worries and all my stresses. I'm pretty sure this water has a lot of minerals in it and it's very pure and unpolluted. So to me, that would make sense if it has some restorative properties. But in any case, that was highly enjoyable. And now we're making the descent.
More spring water coming down here.
I cannot get over how beautiful this nature reserve is. I feel like I'm on another planet or in a parallel universe or something where at any time fairies are gonna pop out and start singing to us or something. Just these waterfalls and things that you can hit your head on. 10 out of 10, best hike I've ever gone on in my entire life.
Right here is an orange tree and bananas grow here, papayas, all kinds of fruit and things like that. It seems that a lot of people around here, a lot of the people living here live off the land.
So this is a lemon orange?
Limon mandarina.
Limon mandarina. It sure smells sour. So here we go.
Oh,
Oh my god.
wow. That is different than the oranges we tried, that's for sure.
It's like a lemon. It's actually like a warhead.
Oh, yeah.
A warhead candy, you know, on the package is like, yep, that's how this tastes. Be free.
If you're coming to a place like Catemaco, you're probably going to want to learn some Spanish before coming. Our program of choice is called Rocket Languages. If you'd like to start a no credit card required free trial, head on over to tangerinespanish.com and that will take you right there.
As promised, we're going to show you guys this super cool stilted treehouse style cabin that we're staying in this week, so come on.
You'll notice there's a lot of bamboo here. These railings made of bamboo. It grows here in this region. Do you want to introduce your friend?
Oh yeah. On the first day that we were here at night, I was gonna use this railing for balance, but right before I put my hand down, I noticed there was this giant araña, giant spider or a tarantula that actually lives in this hole here. I named her Ariana Grande.
I call it Araña Grande.
But since I named it, I don't know why you're calling it that. You're just like trying to rob me of my joke, my joy. Okay, here we go. We're almost here. Below our cabin is this platform set up with some hammocks. And then if you look up, that is where we're staying. So we have a little balcony, kind of like a little patio area to look out, and I'll show you that view. It's like gonna blow your mind. Oh, and even the platform here where these hammocks are is made of bamboo. And we do have a pretty good view from right here, but hold on just a second. We just gotta walk up a couple more steps here to this patio that we have, and boom! Wowza! So pretty. Alrighty, let's go inside our treehouse room. Oh, look at these little towels. So it is a very cozy room made completely out of bamboo. Seriously, everywhere you turn, completely, totally bamboo. If we look out here, out of the windows, that view is spectacular. This room also has a bathroom that connects to it, so that's really nice. It's not like an outhouse situation or anything. We have hot water and a toilet and a sink. I don't think I will ever get tired of waking up in the morning and looking out over the lake. This is probably the best view we've ever had, and definitely the coolest spot that we've ever stayed in a rainforest, in the jungle, in this beautiful lush nature. Major shout out to Karenade for inspiring us to find our first ever unique stay so that we could also say, we slept here.
I've loved this treehouse Airbnb we've been staying in. For less than $27 a night. We have this amazing view.
Despite the cabin, it's cozy. It's very cozy.
That's another word for tiny.
It's tiny. It's like a tiny house, cabin, treehouse dealio.
And it's not like you're living in luxury. It's like you're glamping. But all in all, I would love to come here again, and I would highly recommend it. And if you're interested, we'll link to the Airbnb down in the description of this video.
Sure, not sponsored, but you should definitely come here if you're coming to Catemaco.
Something that comes with being in the middle of the rainforest is that there is a lack of restaurant options, and I was kind of nervous coming here thinking, what are we going to eat? But thankfully they have an awesome restaurant here. It's a family operation though. Sometimes our host mother is cooking, sometimes his cousin, but every meal has been amazing.
So here we have a feast, an entire basically Thanksgiving feast. I ordered carne ahumada, which is basically a type of smoked pork meat with lots of different spices on it, and they actually do that smoking and all the cooking here in the kitchen. We also have plátanos fritos prepared with cream and cheese on them. We have taro roots that are fried up kind of crispy, but they're a little bit like French fries, and you got camarones al ajo, garlic shrimp. And of course we have the ever hopeful Laska, who wants all the food. Laska, I'm trying to sit here. Get out of here.
With how much we've been hiking and walking everywhere, I'd be losing weight like crazy here if the food wasn't so damn good.
So our entire smorgasbord for late lunch, early dinner was 280 pesos, which is an absolute steal if I do say so myself.
And that includes the drinks we didn't tell you about.
Yeah. Our host Henry is taking us across the lake to the town of Catemaco. On these roads, they're pretty hairy. Something Catemaco is known for are the limpias, or energy cleansing, which you can do with a bruja or a shaman. So I felt like we could not come here without doing that. Jordan didn't want to, but I thought it would be a very cool experience to come here and try it out. I am getting this cleansing specifically from Moises. He is a shaman mayor, so maybe like an expert shaman. Here, the limpias are generally performed in this small cabin for privacy, but Moises agreed to do this sample version to show you what it looks like in the daylight. I chose to stand next to this large tree, which they said has a high concentration of energy. The shaman also asked that everyone leave the area. Apparently, negative energy cleansed from me can potentially attach itself to anyone nearby. So I just got done with the limpia. First he sprayed me down with some type of, I would assume maybe something with essential oil essence or plant essence, and then he used the copal while saying some type of blessings over me. And then part of it was using leaves and branches over me. And then finally he used an egg, rubbing that all over, like my head, my face, my arms, and legs. And then cracked that into a cup in order to see what type of energy I have or what type of bad vibrations or anything like that.
Voy a romper el huevo en un vaso con agua para enseñarte lo que trae. ¿Tienes pregunta?
No, gracias.
Muchas corrientes de aire, mucha burbuja, mucha envidia, mucho estrés, calentamiento de cabeza y mucha mala energía. Y fuera todo está bien.
It's a very interesting experience. This is the first time I've done anything like this. While it was going on, he asked if I had any questions, and honestly, I was like, I don't know what to ask here. Then after the fact, thinking about it more, it was like, so how long does this take to have an effect? And he said within 10 minutes, and you'll notice the effects in the coming hours and days. I also ended up asking how long he's been doing this, and he said 14 years. So that's a really impressive amount of time to be doing anything, honestly.
How do you feel differently?
How do I feel now? Really calm. I feel very calm and lighter, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do it again. This was cool, and I'd recommend it.
We stopped into the town of Catemaco after the Olympia, and they have a really pretty blue and white church here, so we went inside, and it's, of course, like always, really intricate details.
It's really extravagant on the inside for sure, but you don't often see them where they're painted all white, and then the blue accents, it's so pretty. I didn't think we were gonna get to do this in Catemaco.
El Centro, Bel Centro! Maddie, how do you feel now after some 20 or 30 minutes have passed?
You said that like you would in Spanish. I feel super calm still, like nothing in the world could bother me. Like,
And that's unlike you.
zero stress whatsoever. I feel almost like nothing, as in there's no emotions in my body.
Is it in a bad way or
No,
a good
no,
way?
in a good way. Like, I'm not worried about anything. I'm not thinking about the future or the past. I'm just like here and chilling. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm pleasantly surprised by this aftermath. I can already hear the comments now. Where's Laska? Where's Laska? She is traveling along with us, like always. And we've been taking her on tons of walks. She's been enjoying all the nature and going on hikes with us and everything too. But here she is. Vamos a caminar, and she's very excited, like always, because it's walk time, best time ever. It's her favorite time of day when she gets to pull us down this hill. Well, pull Jordan down the hill. Pretty sure in this case we know why the chicken crossed the road.
Across the lake over at the town of Catemaco, you can actually take these really what seem like awesome boat tours that take you around the lake where there's a bunch of monkeys living.
We stayed on the Benito Juarez side of Lago de Catemaco. This is much more tranquilo. It's very relaxed. There's hardly anybody living over here.
And the small town of Benito Juarez is pretty much straight across from the town of Catemaco, which has 30 or 40,000 people.
So, despite knowing nothing about this area before coming here, I'm very glad that we picked this side of the lake. I don't think we really would have had the same experience staying in Catemaco, and luckily, I think it's only like a 30 or 40 minute drive to get over there through admittedly some very, very rough roads. But if you come to this side like us and stay over here, you still do have access to going over there to get some of the experiences like getting Olympia or trying out some of the local cuisine. One thing that I was really interested in trying, but we haven't gotten the chance to do, is trying the regional type of snail, but it's called Zogogolo. Something go-go-golo. Something along those lines. It's supposed to be like a crazy aphrodisiac, which is not why I would want to try it, but you know, just for the experience of trying some regional food. This has been a really enjoyable walk with Laska. We went way farther than we ever have walked on this road into the neighboring town of Las Margaritas. We look up and you pointed out the moon. It's an almost full moon right now, and there's all these birds circling around the moon. Like I've never seen, well, not around the moon, they were just circling up high in the sky, but I've never seen anything like that. Nor have I seen some exotic type of bird pick a piece of orange out of the fruit itself and then fly off with it.
And then just waste the rest of the orange.
Nah.
Left the rest of the orange there to rot.
He's saving it for later, probably. But I don't know what those birds were. Those are really cool.
I love Lake Catemaco, and my question is, why is nobody traveling here?
Yeah. I'm with you. Maybe it's because you need a incredibly sturdy four-wheel drive car in order to make it up through these muddy, bumpy roads, or lack of roads, basically.
But even still, it seems to me that nobody even knows about this place.
Yeah, there really aren't that many other YouTube videos about it, but it is easily one of, if not the most magical place that we've been to in Mexico. It definitely has a very soul-cleansing, centering energy here. It's a place that I highly recommend you look into traveling. Hopefully our video did it justice because there's just so much goodness about this place.
Yeah, this easily makes it onto our favorite experiences in Mexico, which, by the way, we have a playlist, our favorite experiences in Mexico, that we're going to link on the end screen here in just a moment.
But be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. This one is part of our ongoing series where we are traveling across Mexico and making videos about our experiences. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, and before you go, one more thing. Gong that bell so you'll be the first to be notified whenever we upload a new video.
And that is every Saturday. We will
See you there.
then.